All right, people, we are back. It is Tuesday, May 26th. Oh my goodness, we hope you had a fantastic long weekend. We hope your weekend was amazing. You had the snow day Friday. I kept looking outside for snow. I knew it was coming. But we had to make sure that everybody had some time to just kind of break away, right? Snow day Friday, we had, yesterday was Memorial Day. Thank you to all who served, everybody who, we are the land of the free because of the brave. I love that we get a chance to really kind of take a break, take a step away, and be with family and everything, and especially for those who served. So please thank you to everybody, everyone. Last week, we also, at the end of the week, had our a lot of stuff going on with seniors, right? So if you've driven through town, you've driven down Highway 12 and you've seen the banners up. Thank you to Jamie downtown at the Village and everybody who took care of that. Mr. Stransky for getting those banners taken care of. Miss Martis at the who did the sign, all the pictures on the sign for the kids, high school seniors. A lot of stuff going on with seniors this week and last week leading up to Saturday. We're going to talk more about that on Saturday and what happens. Anyway, so we have two senior spotlights today. Nathan Davenport, Wyatt Topper. Congratulations on your year. We're going to bring lunch out to you today. Thank you so much for all you've done here. We wish you the best of luck in the future. Nathan's going right into the workforce, and Wyatt's going to CVTC. So good luck to both of you. You're going to be fantastic. We're really proud of you. We've got some books to share today. Remember, Saturday. Saturday is our senior drive. We're going to talk about that more. It's going to be fantastic. All right, so people. I've been getting a lot of calls about the Magic. A lot of texts, a lot of emails, a lot of calls saying you're not Magic. And everybody refers to the one Magic thing that I do that everybody says, well, it's not Magic, it's not Magic, it's not Magic. It's that thing where I was making this cup right here float in the air, just float. I was just making it float with my mind. And they're like, no, it's not magic. I was just making this cup right here. I was just making it float. That's what I was doing. And everybody's like, well, all you're doing is you got your thumb in there. You got your thumb in there and you're making it float with your thumb. And look, it's just your thumb. It's just your thumb. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just my thumb. You think it's just my thumb making this thing? Maybe if I just move my mind a little bit more and move my mind a little bit more and move... Wait just 1 second. What is going on? He is. He's totally making it float. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. People, what is happening? It's all about my mind. It's absolutely all about my mind. See, there's no thumb in there. It's just my mind making it happen. All right, so I got to get some books ready. But until I do, let's see. Where are my books? Who's got my books? Somebody got my books? Who's got my books? Where are my books? Books! Right here. All right, I got them. All right, so I've got some books right here that we're going to share today. I'm very excited about the books. People on Magic, let's just deal with it. Look into my eyes. Magic. Magic! It's just the way that it works. You got to deal with it. All right, I got 3 fantastic books for you today. Ella McKean, Kickball Queen is coming at you. This is about making good choices when things don't go our way, right? I have not read this book. If you ever want to bring a circus to the library, don't. I have not read that book. I'm very excited about this book. Elise Parsley, very excited about it. And then, one of my all-time favorites, The True Story of the 3 Little Pigs. We got to settle in because these books seem to be a little bit longer. We got to settle in. Parents! Break away. Go get some coffee, relax a little bit, check the social, do whatever you need to do, right? Get some of your own work done because you're working with kids all day. Break away. Get out there. Go do your thing. We'll be back. We'll be here. I got them. And if I need to do another magic trick, if I need to show you that I'm magic again, I will. That's just what happens. Let's get these things started. Parents, you're fantastic. We love you. You're working so hard. We got a couple weeks left of this. Well, not always. We're coming towards the end, depending on what grade you're in. Thank you for all your help. It's going to be fantastic. Big week here. I'm very excited. All right, let's do Ella McKean, kickball queen. This is where we're going first. Ella McKean, kickball queen, coming at you right here. Oh my goodness, we've got a lot of, feel like we got a lot of reflection coming out there. That's not off my head. No, it's not. It's not off my head. Did we brush our teeth this morning, people? It's been a long weekend. Let's make sure we get our teeth brushed. Get those teeth brushed. All right. Here we go. When Ella McKean steps up to the plate, everyone knows what to do. Move back, move back. Ella smiles at Kyle Sultana, the pitcher. Ella smiles at her classmates on the field. Her kicks have never been caught. Not the zinger, the bouncer, and definitely not the bomb. Oh no, mutters Kyle as he winds up for his pitch. Here it comes. The ball arcs through the air higher and higher until it's lost in the sun. The outfielders groan. It's a home run for sure. But then... I've got it! Raya Patel, the new girl, is racing towards the falling ball. Oh no, thanks Ella, but no one can catch... Thwap! Oh, she caught it. Raya caught it. Wow! What a great catch! Yells Kyle. Everyone starts cheering, even Ella's own team. Ella's stomach drops. Her hands clench to her fists, and she feels twisty, turny, terrible burning in her chest. Her cheeks get hot. Her eyes fill with tears, and... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No! That's not fair. That's my best kick. Nobody can catch the bomb. I don't want to be out. I want a do-over. I was going to get a home run. That's not fair. So I'm supposed to get everything. I do not like it. I do not want to play with you. I'm the best, not you. I never lose. Ah! Ella. Yowza. They did the same thing I did. Ella suddenly stops. It's very quiet. There's no more cheering. There's no more talking. There's no more noise anywhere. And everyone is looking at her. Ella feels like crawling under home plate and staying there forever. Sorry. Nobody hears it over the end of recess bell. For the rest of the day, Ella can't stop thinking about what happened, and Raya and everyone stared, how everyone stared, and how she wanted to hide. Ella thinks about going to school the next morning, and she feels even worse. The next morning, Ella is pretty sure everyone is avoiding her, and she tries not to even look at Raya. But on the way to recess, Ella's stomach starts to drop. She will have to see Raya on the field. The captains start to pick their team. Ella knows she has to say something. She takes a deep breath and jogs over to Raya. Look, I'm sorry for yesterday. That catch was really good. But I'm the kickball queen here. Nobody's ever caught any of my kicks before. Well, okay, says Raya, but you should know I was the kickball queen at my old school, definitely the best, and I can catch anything. So you better watch out. Really? Ella replied. Well, see about that. Raya smiles and says, challenge accepted. She probably didn't say it like that. At the top of the second inning, Raya catches a bouncer after only 2 bounces and tags Ella out as she runs to second. Ella's stomach drops to her feet. Her hands clench to fists. She feels a twisty, turny, terrible burning in her chest. Her cheeks get hot. Her eyes filled with tears. And Ella takes a deep breath, walks up to Raya, and says, good catch. As Ella runs back towards the bench, she thinks, I wonder if Raya could catch the zinger. I guess they're going to find out. Ella McKean, Kickball Queen. Fantastic story about making sure that we, obviously take care of each other, right? And that sometimes we're going to get out. It's just the way that it works, right? There's always somebody that's working just as hard and maybe even a little bit harder. We got to work hard. All right. If you ever want to bring a circus to the library, don't. All right. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this. If you ever want to bring a circus to the library, don't. Here we go. If you see a poster that says you can do anything at the library, it means you can sit and read a book and use your imagination. It does not mean you can bring in a whole circus. If you set up a circus anyway, the librarian will remind you, don't let it get too noisy. You'll tell them that that's okay, and you'll know that all the library's rules. This circus will be safe and fun, and you'll use your inside voice. Cross your heart. You'll start by wowing the crowd as an acrobat. You'll leap, you'll twirl, and balance on one foot. Then you'll do it again, only this time on a high wire. You'll leap and twirl, and you tell the audience to please hold their applause because you can do anything in the library except clap. Next up, your clown act. You'll ask for a volunteer from the audience to smash a pie in your face. You'll give your silliest look and she'll wind up. Oh my goodness. And that's when you'll surprise her with a spare. You'll remind the audience not to cheer. This is the library after all, and you can do anything in the library except clap and cheer. At intermission, you'll hand out concessions: peanuts, popcorn, egg and cheese sandwiches. Only get this. It turns out you can do anything in the library except clap and cheer and hand out concessions. No food or drink. All right. You didn't want to do this, but you'll have no choice. You have got to dazzle the crowd. And you'll do it as the amazing Human Cannonball. You clip your helmet and warn everyone to stay back. Then you'll count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just so you know, if your cannon is a dud, you'll hear a kid say, boo! You'll start to shush him because you can do anything in the library except boo! By now, of course, you'll wish you were sitting and reading and using your imagination instead of leading a circus. By now, you'd rather be scraping gum off chairs than leading a circus. You will have to think of something quick before the crowd yells for you to just go home. Well, here's what I would do. Here's what I would do if I were you. Look for a way to distract them. You'll read about the 3 billy goats and the booing will stop. You'll read about the hungry old troll and the smiling will start. You'll begin shouting, Who's that tripping over my bridge? And ba-boom-ba! Ah! Bam! Bam, 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 bam! Yay! Uh-oh, uh-oh! We've got a problem. We've got a problem. Sheesh! And then, shh. That's when you'll know it's time to take your show on the road. Yeah, if you ever want to bring a circus to the library, don't. It's way too noisy. So sweet. What a beautiful book. When a poster says you can do anything in the library, it does not mean you can bring a circus to the library. And you don't want to either. Trust me. Trust me. I love it. I love it. Library cards, Ticket to Adventure. There's the splat, the popcorn. There's a lot going on there. A lot going on there. By bringing a circus to the library. I don't need you to bring a circus to our library. I don't know if Miss Kramer wants you to bring a circus to our library. I'm just going to tell you. I don't think that's going to be a thing. But we'll see. Who knows? All right. So this is one of these books that I haven't read in years. And the last time I did that, I read Tom by Tommy DePaula, and there was chicken legs in it. So I'm hoping that I haven't forgotten all about this book by A. Wolf, The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. This is a great book because it's a different perspective of what happens in the Three Little Pigs. And I gotta believe A. Wolf right here. I think the pigs planned the whole thing. I'm just gonna tell you that. I think the pigs planned the whole thing. The wolf is misunderstood, people. The wolf is misunderstood. Let's figure out how misunderstood this wolf is. True Story of the Three Little Pigs by A. Wolf. Very excited. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs, or at least they think they do, but I'll let you know, I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. By A. Wolf. Remember, it's by A. Wolf. The story is by A. Wolf. A. Wolf, a wolf. Get it? A. Wolf. This is great. I love it. I'm the wolf. Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault. Wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheeps and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think we were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. Oh my goodness, what is happening there? There's a lot going on in this picture. A lot going on. I gotta be honest. Look, I don't put that stuff in cakes. I think those are eggs and they're rotten eggs. And he needs some sugar because clearly it's gotta take care of these rotten eggs. Yes. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now, this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house of straw? So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home without a cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed and I snuffed and I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down, and it was right in the middle of the pile of straw, the first little pig dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. I was feeling a little better, but still didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house out of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back, go away, Wolf! You can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin. I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was a second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. Now, you know food will spoil if you just leave it in the open, so I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little better, and I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He built his house out of bricks. I knocked on the brick house, no answer. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? And do you know what that rude little porker answered? Get out of here, Wolf. Don't bother me again. Well, talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't give me even one little cup for my dear sweet old granny's cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, and your old granny can sit on a pin. Wow. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, I was trying to break down the pig's door, and the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found out the two pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting. So they jazzed up the story with all that huff and puff and blow your house down, and they made me the big bad wolf. That's it. That was the real story. I was framed. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar. Poor Alexander Wolf. I mean, come on, right? He was trying to get some. All Alexander wanted was a little bit of sugar for his granny's cake. This is what happens, people. This is what happens. All right, that's all we got for you today. We do have the Go Crickets show coming up at 9:30. How exciting is that? And then we have some stuff for seniors this week. Don't forget on Saturday. Saturday, we're going to have a drive through town with all of our seniors. You can be out in your yard cheering them on as they come through town. They're amazing kids. They're going to do incredible things in the future. We want to celebrate them as much as we can. We just care so much. They're so great. They're so great. They deserve to be celebrated. So we're going to do that on Saturday. If you're around in town or in the village, we're going to go all through the village. And we'll talk more about that later. Go Cricket Show at 9:30. We've got stories. Mystery readers this week. We have mystery readers coming at you this week, okay? I don't know about the magic. We're clear on the magic now, right? It wasn't the thumb and the thing. It was just magic. We got it, right? All right, people. We miss you. We're getting towards the end. You're doing fantastic. Get all your stuff taken care of that you need to. Please reach out to your teachers if you're in need of anything. Making sure that we can do everything we can for you to keep you connected. We're doing anything that you need. You got. We're here for you. You just got to ask. Please ask. All right. You're doing so well, and we're so proud of you. And we're looking forward to the week. All right, we're looking forward to the week. We miss you. We love you. If you need anything, 877-1000, direct line to my office. Please call with any questions, and we will talk to you soon. Have a great day, everybody. Go Crickets.